deleted the messages. I got them. So now let me give y'all some more evidence that my legal team had to approve, because the first thing I did, instead of coming to speak to the public, let me go speak to my lawyers, because SA is not a joke, and I sympathize for any real victims out there. For any real victims that has been through some shit like that, I really sympathize for you. Next. Boom. Jourdin texts me right here. She said, what you doing? Jourdin sends a question mark. I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clicked. I can't see her do nothing. Jourdin sent me on December 8th at 12:01. This is in the noon. Jourdin sent me a upside down smiling face. After she sent the upside down smiling face, she sent the Zelle request. Let me show y'all. Follow me, chat. Are y'all following the timeline? Because I'm only gonna come up here one time and say this. Jourdin, all of these messages came on December 7th. All of these messages is at December 7th. The Zelle request is at December 8th. This smiley face, she sent this smiley face, right? Boom. Then she sends the Zelle request at 12:19 p.m. After she sends the Zelle request, she realized I was not paying it. Once Jourdin realized I was not paying it, Jourdin sent me this. You see this meme right here? Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. Let me make it bigger for y'all since y'all can't read. Boom. Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. What? So once Jourdin realized I was not paying her $2,000, she sends me this. Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. And guess what she did? She showed me who she really was and showed you who she really was. Came to the internet with false allegations. Lied on my name.
You black niggas, I really don't. I like white boys. This shit is beyond disrespectful to me and my moral compass and who the fuck I am. If you know me, you know me. And if you know me, you know I don't fuck with niggas like that. Trust me. I like white niggas. Yeah. If I did talk to a man, I like white boys.
Real quick, man, I would have liked to do this from the desk. I could have, and I'm like, sheesh, might as well do it right here, right now. So you had this streamer named Tylil. I don't know nothing about these streaming dudes, man. I know the video game culture is like super duper real. Like the gaming streaming culture is weird. As far as the streaming dudes, I don't really know, man. Like, so, I mean, I don't know. You know, most of them kind of seem kind of goofy. You know, you got everybody claiming to be a player online, man. Like, you're fresh and fit telling guys to sleep with 50, 100 women. And, you know, you got some guys live the player life. But if you listen to what they say, if a lot of what they say start involving, you know, tricking, that ain't player. You know, player is getting with a woman and telling her the truth and still having it your way. Like, okay, I got 3 or 4 different chicks. Whoop, hey. And just being a player, you know, it ain't about lying, deceiving, using money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? But they make it just seem like, oh, sleep with a bunch of women, and you know, and then a lot of niggas going to the upper room with diseases and fucking their lives up like that. But yeah, from me gauging old buddy, I mean, I don't know. When he talked about, he showed the receipts. I like the jacket he had on. So I mean, some of them seem cool. Just think about it. You got one guy. And the girl, Jourdin Claudine or whatever, she's a singer from what I read. So you had the one streamer, Plaque Max, whatever his Max Plaque, whatever his name was. He refused to kiss a woman, and she got offended, and it was a problem. Got one guy that sealed the deal, and that's the problem. That's the problem with right then and there. When you deal with a lot of these new age women, it's a lose-lose. If I turn you down, I'm a problem. If I take you down, I'm a problem. See, most people don't even be knowing, like, if you don't ask, don't women can't afford not to ask, don't ask, don't tell. They can't afford that. You can't afford that as a woman. So what I got from it was basically she wanted to go home with him and get smashed. She got smashed, found out he had a girlfriend, felt bad about it from his allegedly. And then she tried to extort him, which to what I seen, it wasn't just like trying to extort him like, oh, I'm gonna tell your girl. It was like she went to the extreme, like, yo, I'm gonna say you took the cookies out the cookie jar if you don't send me this $2,000, right? And in her response video, which I put in there, which was very interesting from my perspective, for the simple fact she started to talk about his penis size. Like, okay, if you a victim, one, you don't run to the, I don't believe anybody that runs and tells the internet first. Go file a police report. I don't believe anybody that runs to civil court, that runs to the public opinion court of the social media people. Go file a police report. Go file a criminal report. You know, get that done in criminal court. Then you can go on and get your money. You know what I'm saying? What you're entitled to. When I see people go straight to civil court and not pursue criminal charges, right then and there, that tells me they're fucking lying. I don't care what they say. So she talks about his penis size and his shit was little and I didn't really want to do it. Of course you didn't want to do it because you're a victim. So women do that. I mean, I did a short on a particular woman who was saying that on the Free Game 89 show. I think I might have did a video on it. I don't remember. But she was talking about how scurvy women was. She said she remembered her friend said she went out with a guy and, you know, she got the guy drunk and the guy didn't do nothing to get her. Like, they got drunk, he smashed. So she met another guy who treated her right, courted her, all that stuff. She went back to her friend and said, well, I think the guy that, you know, that basically didn't do nothing to smash, I think he, you know, SA'd me. She said, no, you told me the story. He didn't SA you. You got him drunk. And that was the story you had said. But she basically felt bad after the fact because a guy showed her worth. A guy showed her worth was, hey, you know, probably a nice date, you know, dinner or pool, or they did something cute, you know, bowling, whatever it was. And she like, damn, I think that's how women think. This was something similar. It allegedly sounds like with the Jourdin Claudine girl. She felt so bad he had a girlfriend. She should have just asked. You got a bitch? And for the most part, for most women, it doesn't matter. Most women are not, especially in that entertainment industry, they're not even creatures of morality. They want to sleep with you because of the girl, because you got a girl that's your main. So they can feel like they got one up on your girl. See, they sit there and they try to act like they don't understand. Like when Cam Newton said he asked Jasmine Brown all the dudes she slept with in the industry. And she said that was weird. You know, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but I heard his explanation. This is why you got to hear everything. He said, I just wanted to know who had one up on me when I walked into these rooms. Men are like that. I seen another dude, right? He was talking about on TikTok. He was out with a girl, and they was, you know, he was smashing, but he wasn't his girl. And this guy was sending him drinks and being extra nice to him and, you know, cheesing in his face. He left, and she told him, like, I used to be with him. You know, I've been with him before. And he was like, that wasn't even my girl, so I wasn't even embarrassed, but he was just doing goofy shit. You know, niggas do goofy shit, and women understand that. Women, how many times have I did a video on the Free Game 89 channel where women say, y'all be thinking it's about y'all, but it's really about the girl that y'all be with. I've done multiple videos of that. So would it would have stopped her? No. Now, would she have done the same thing if she knew she had a girlfriend? Yeah. She probably would have been, I feel bad. I'm gonna just say he took advantage of me. That's what they are, man. These women be lying and destroying lives. A lot of women come into your life to destroy. The majority of women that you meet come into your life to destroy you. Every once in a while, you find a woman that you can excel with. It's not even going to be the woman that you're looking for. It's not even going to be the ideal, looking one. It's a woman that God going to send you. Now, you might meet a few women, that he going to send you that's going to help excel your life. And a lot of us ignore them or treat them bad. The one you think you supposed to be with based off looks, ass, titties, y'all BBL, weirdo loving ninjas, y'all going to be thinking, it's her and everything. If you really think about it, ever since you start fucking with her, even sometimes in that beginning honeymoon phase, for a lot of y'all, your life has been going downhill ever since. Ain't nothing been good. Sometimes women come into your life and everything goes downhill. Your money get funny, your stress go up, your cortisol go up, your blood pressure go up, your blood sugar go up, everything start falling apart. The dog start coughing and getting sick and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, she wasn't a victim. She broke. And most women do this out of desperation because they broke. But hey, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.